Welcome back. Well, we now get back to our top story of the day. MCA question papers of the Madras University leaked and the exams stand cancelled, only to the disappointment of the students. An NDTV Hindu exclusive expose. Now we have with us Dr. Shanmugha Velayutham, a very reputed educationist and also the chairperson of the Board of Studies at the Loyola College. He now joins us from our studio at the Hindu. So we just happened to stumble upon this leak thanks to a person who sent us this information. Do you think this is just the tip of the iceberg and there are many other instances out there of universities, both private and government run, where question papers are being leaked and this has become a thriving business?
Maybe it may be one of the iceberg, maybe deep rooted. There are so many malpractices in the exam. Usually we consider is a malpractice exam, before exam, during the exam, post exam. There are three categories there. We consider the examination is one of the important thing in the educational system, because the whole credibility of the system depends on the examination. Only the free and fair manner examination should be conducted. This leakage of question paper may be one of the important thing. There are different sources where leakage may be happen. Might have one is a question paper setter, that may be the reason. Another is that there is a chairman of board of question papers setter, that is also second person. Third thing, there is a proofreader. Fourth is a press, also printing press people also will do that. Then there is also control examination office people in charge, they may also involve it. Then there is also dispatch people. Then there is a college, there is a superintendent, the staff in charge who conduct the exam. They also maybe, there are different sources. What is my personal thing is that we should take precaution. Precautionary measures are must, because the student and the parents, they may feel very, very tense and stressful by way of postponing the exam. My personal view is concerned University of Madras should take precautionary measures, especially the selection of the question paper setter, chairman of the question paper board, and also the staff member who are in the controller's office. They should be reliable, trustworthy, honest person. Moreover, they should be permanent people. If they're temporary people, contract people, they may involve this type of question paper leakage. Another thing is that there should be a really, that is the superintendent of the college, examination superintendent, should be the college principal. That may be they should strictly adhere, these college principal should be the superintendent. They should not delegate responsibility to lower level people. Nowadays what happens, some of the question paper setter being the senior people, they delegate the work to the junior staff member. They also delegate the work to the
Right,
research scholar. So in turn what happened, hello?
Yes, sir. Right. You just neatly told us how there could be the various sources through which something like this can happen. But then is this also a sign of the thriving corruption in our higher education system? Do you think this is what question paper leaks like this point towards, the kind of corruption which we can see, especially in government-run colleges and universities?
Yes, sir. Maybe this. See what happened now. It's a matter of recruitment. It's a matter of policy. It's a matter of staff. It is all these things are also matter. Nowadays what happened, there is a corruption in all the system. It is also percolated to the education system. But in the education system, this type of corruption should not be there. See what happened if there is education system is a corruption, this type of leakage, this type of minting money, that will happen there. Previously, I know about this more than 30-40 years before. There is a problem called paper chasing. Now because of central valuation, this may not happen, but now this may be another form of this malpractice happened there.
Right, sir. Thanks a lot for joining us with your insights. Clearly, you're saying that it's only precautions from the university and the college authorities that can stop things like that. Thanks a lot for joining us. Moving on, do you think you can shop or chill out with friends only at a mall or restaurant? Well, now it's time for change. The local MRTS station will be in for a makeover. Our reporter Ashwit Kumar tells us what the experts have to say.
As a modern transport system for a metropolitan city, the mass rapid transit system has fallen short of expectations on many counts. However, if the authorities are to be believed, things are beginning to change for the better. The Southern Railway has finally begun to act on a 20-year-old plan of exploiting the space available at the MRTS stations. Even as the real estate sector continues to take a beating, the Railways is bullish about its plan to develop stations as commercial hubs.
There are certain stations which are now itself in a very prominent and strategic location, as you said. But other stations also, once the traffic picks up and once the city develops in a few years' time, it may become a congested area and also a very and it may be a very good area from commercial point of view.
Real estate consultants too see a unique opportunity and are backing the plans.
Location-wise, most of these MRT stations are within the city, so location is very good for most of the stations. In terms of catchment, extremely good catchment. You have upper middle class, upper class, middle class, all around these stations.
Offering access and location as the USP, the railways believe that the stations have much to offer to the potential clientele. Even the early indicators have been positive, and the railway authorities pointed to a positive feedback from the markets.
A large number of retailers and office people, bank people, private offices, they have in fact inquired.
However, experts warn that the oversupply of commercial space could act as a dampener. They also advocate for a research-oriented and planned approach for tapping the markets constructively. Moreover, the problem of slow pace of work compounded by a bureaucratic regime acts as a major hindrance. The onus is now on the authorities to ensure that the plans stay on track. From Chennai, this is Ashmit Kumar for NDTV Hindu.
Well, on to some national news now. Curfew has been reimposed in Mysuma area of Srinagar and 3 other districts, the Anantnag, Pulwama and Sopore, in the valley after clashes between protesters and security forces. Srinagar and the rest of the Kashmir Valley woke up to a peaceful morning today, but after a night that passed off without any major incident, despite curfew being relaxed for the first time in 3 days. Curfew was relaxed to enable people to offer special prayers overnight at Srinagar's Hazrat Pal Shrine for Sabz-e-Mehraj, one of the holiest nights in the Islamic calendar, but the curfew was reimposed after some protests this morning. Meanwhile, Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Omar Abdullah spoke exclusively to NDTV and said that the army has not been used in the valley and is only on standby.
The decision to deploy the army was taken under extremely difficult circumstances in which the mood of the people was very raw. At no point in time were the army engaged by the people. At no point in time did the army get into any confrontation with the people. Since the decision to deploy the army was taken, they came out all of 2 days. And fortunately, touch wood, so far, we haven't had a serious incident of trouble. I think the decision was the right one, and the result was what we had hoped it would be. Now, it's not a decision that was taken lightly, and nor do I hope to ever have to take a decision like this for the duration that I'm Chief Minister.
Now, barely 2 days after Congress MP Y.S. Jagamohan Reddy started his controversial Odarpa Yatra, Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister K. Rosaya, who was against the Yatra, has told NDTV that Jagan is young and needs proper advice. UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi was also said to be unhappy with Jagan's Yatra, but Rosaya says Jagan is free to go on his Yatra, but he needs advice.
According to him, I have not inquired from any other source. According to him, he says Srimati Sonia Ji, President of the Congress Party, is not inclined for this type of yatra. He further said, still I am going. That means he is a young boy with a lot of future. He needs proper advice. I don't think this is a very serious matter which will be considered by the Congress High Command as a defiance.
Now, a day after a Kanpur boy, 8-year-old Aman, died on the way to hospital after having been delayed by the Prime Minister's convoy, UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi has expressed concern over the matter and has asked for action to be taken. In a letter to Sonia Gandhi, Aman's mother had stated that roads had been blocked for the PM's visit to IIT and claimed the diversion turned what should have been a 5-minute journey to a hospital a kilometer away into a 1-hour drive, because of which the kid died. UPA Chairperson Sonia Gandhi has now asked for action to be taken in this matter. Now, it may well be a pressure tactic, but sources say that the NCP is sending out a strong message to its ally at the centre, the Congress, by announcing that it plans to team up with the CPM in Kerala for assembly polls. NCP also said that it's open to similar political fronts in other states like Orissa and Uttar Pradesh. So far, the Congress has refused to respond to the revolt. Does this set the stage for a split within the UPA? Well, sources say the NCP's decision is aimed at sending a strong message and definitely cannot be ignored.
we would have liked to be with the Congress. But the Congress does not want us. So we will have alliances with the secular party.
Well, so close yet so far, closest a goal away from making history. Will he manage to create a record despite his injury? More on that after the short break.